You've been told hustle is the key, work late, grind nonstop, sleep when you're dead, but if that's true, why do so many hardworking people still feel behind? People are working 50 to 60 hours a week and still barely keeping up. And honestly, burnout has become the new badge of honor, but deep down, it doesn't feel like success. We grew up thinking effort alone guarantees success. But reality hits. Success doesn't reward chaos, it rewards consistency. Hustle gives you spikes of progress, but discipline builds a system that keeps you moving even when motivation disappears. Maybe you're tired of starting over. Maybe you're frustrated because you keep breaking the promises you make to yourself. And if nothing changes, next year will look exactly like this year, only with more regret. So here's the question: what if the problem isn't your ability, but your lack of structure? Today, you're going to learn why discipline, not hustle, is the real key to long-term success. I'm Max, and welcome to Max Focus, where we explore mindset, growth, and the habits that reshape your future. Our tagline? Simple: rewire your mind, redesign your life. Before we begin, this content is for education and personal development, not professional, medical, or legal advice. And if you're tired of hustle culture and ready for intentional growth, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's next. In this video, you'll learn how discipline works, how to build it step by step, and how to apply it in money, health, mindset, and daily habits so you can stop grinding blindly and start growing intentionally. Most people think success comes from hustling nonstop, grinding day and night until something finally clicks. But hustle depends on emotion, and emotions change every day. Discipline is different. It's a system you follow no matter how you feel. Think of hustle like sprinting, fast, intense, and exhausting. But discipline is pacing yourself like a marathon runner. It's slow at first, but powerful over time. Real growth doesn't happen in a rush. It happens when small actions repeat. Here's the truth: you don't need motivation, you need structure. Stop waiting to feel ready. Just show up, even when it's boring. Because excellence isn't a moment, it's a habit. Identity drives behavior more than goals ever will. When you see yourself as the kind of person who follows through, your actions start matching that belief. Discipline becomes less about force and more about alignment. You act because it feels like who you are. Small repeated wins reshape how you see yourself. Every time you show up, even for 5 minutes, you cast a vote for the identity you're building. Over time, those votes turn into proof, and proof turns into confidence. Don't expect massive overnight change. Real identity grows one choice at a time. It's normal to move slowly, to stumble, to restart. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Discipline isn't just about forcing yourself to do hard things. It's about designing your life, so the hardest part is starting. Think of it like removing obstacles before they even show up. When you prepare your environment, you're not relying on motivation, you're building momentum before you even begin. The trick is using triggers, connecting a new habit to something you already do every day. Just like autopay pulls money without you thinking, habit pairing makes discipline automatic. You stop negotiating with yourself, and action becomes the default instead of the struggle. And here's the biggest reminder: don't try to transform everything at once. One small habit, repeated daily, is far more powerful than 50 attempted changes that never stick. Success is really just simple disciplines repeated until they become part of who you are. Let's be honest, your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. It's not personal, it's survival mode. But here's the twist: the comfort your brain protects you from is usually the exact place growth starts. Most of the time, when you break promises to yourself, it's not because you're lazy, it's because emotions take over. Stress, boredom, or overwhelm can pull you off track before you even notice. That's why adding a 10-minute pause before reacting can change everything. Discipline isn't about feeling ready, it's about showing up even when you don't want to. Because every time you follow through, you rewrite your identity. Or in the words of Mel Robbins, do what you have to do, even if you don't feel like it. Most people think big success comes from one massive moment, a breakthrough, a lucky opportunity, or some dramatic shift. But in reality, success is built quietly, through small actions repeated every single day. Just like compound interest, it starts slow. Then suddenly, it explodes into results you never imagined. Here's a simple example. Reading just 30 minutes a day doesn't feel life-changing at first. But over a year, that turns into 12 to 20 books, enough information to transform your mindset, your skills, and even your opportunities. The only reason most people never see those results is because they quit way too early. So remember this, results don't come instantly. They compound. It's not about perfection, speed, or hustle. It's about showing up again and again, even when the progress feels invisible. Because 1 year from now, you'll be grateful you didn't quit. Your environment plays a bigger role in your discipline than motivation ever will. If your surroundings are full of distractions, even strong willpower will eventually fall apart. But when your environment supports your goals, discipline feels natural, not forced. Removing triggers that sabotage your progress isn't about being strict, it's about being smart. When you eliminate what pulls you backward, it becomes easier to move forward. Small changes in your environment can dramatically shift how consistent you become. Surround yourself with people who grow, and you will grow too. If everyone around you normalizes excuses and chaos, discipline feels impossible. But when you're with people who push, build, and elevate, you become unstoppable. Because at the end of the day, who you choose to be around shapes who you become. To succeed, you don't need complexity. You need routines that make discipline automatic. Think morning habits, focused work blocks, exercise, and managing your finances. Make it simple, make it repeatable, and let the system carry you when motivation fades. Don't track every hour, track the week. Progress happens in patterns, not perfect days. Reward yourself for showing up because discipline grows strongest when progress feels meaningful. Don't expect perfection, expect learning. Failure isn't a sign you're broken, it's part of the system working. Remember, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So build one that supports you. Let's recap. Hustle burns energy, it drains you fast and relies on emotion. But discipline builds identity. It turns habits into automatic wins. It's not about perfection, it's about showing up even when it feels boring. Small habits done daily are what transform your future. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs stronger discipline this year. And before you leave, drop a comment. What's one discipline habit you're committing to starting today? This is Max Focus. Rewire your mind, redesign your life. Your future self is watching. Don't let them down.